We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to the Lions Den, episode number, Will, help me out? 78, episode number 78. Please continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star rating and a review, and will try to read it while learning how to read. Also, YouTube at The Lions Den with Brent Morin and Jason Collings, and of course, our second channel on YouTube, Lions Den Clips. And as always, patreon.com/The Lions Den Pod for all your members-only content. And yeah, I don't think we have any reviews today, though. I'll read one. Ready? Hi. What's my what's my Apple name? Whatever
Hi,
the fuck those
I
names
am
are.
Carlos. The way
Yeah.
you said that. What's your Apple name?
Yeah. This is my Apple name is Chewbacca 277.
Nice.
Says this is the best podcast by far I've ever seen or watched in my entire life. Hey, who's producing it? I had nothing. I
thought you were
I didn't know whether to compliment him or burn him.
Well, you got
I
to burn
already
him.
burned him once.
He's getting enough compliments out there.
But yeah, here we are today.
Pillow day.
We don't have much to talk about, only because we're recording on Wednesday. Just to bring you back behind the scenes, we're recording on Wednesday, but this will be out on Friday. So there's some information that we don't have that may be available by Friday.
Yeah. Let's go, Trump.
Yeah. No.
Biden.
No, Brent.
That's what I meant.
What if Brent just starts chanting 4 more years?
Here, come on. Let's keep this
who
fucking
knows?
roller coaster going.
As it stands now on the day that we're recording this, Biden's ahead on the popular, and he's also ahead in the electoral numbers.
Way to jinx it. Now we're
Yeah,
going to be
but
out
I
on
know,
Friday.
Fuck. Flipped a couple states, which is great. But yeah. Today's a fun episode, by the way. We actually have, for the first time in a while, an in-studio guest. We have a very special guest. I believe he is from a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
Hello.
We're lucky to have him.
Welcome to the podcast. Speaking
dude?
of the election, sir, who did you vote for?
Vader.
Vader?
4 more years, Darth.
That was a write-in.
Oh, you
was a
wrote it in.
write-in?
You voted in early.
Yeah.
Did you mail it in?
You mailed it in, huh?
You mailed in his vote from the Death Star,
Yeah.
just so he wouldn't get that space COVID.
Right.
No,
We got hyperdrives and
Yes, it's really this is the first time we've ever had a guest in studio that's from another planet. Don't mind Will, please don't hit him. Don't shoot him with your blaster.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's I
Do you think
figured
it's
it'd be
appropriate to call it a blaster, given the temperature of the current climate and
right.
rights?
I didn't bring it.
I
I
mean,
notice your holster is empty.
yeah, he didn't bring it. I just feel like a blaster's a little misogynistic.
Yeah.
You know,
This is
like I blasted her. That's a little.
what is what's your
I'm a little
work?
older, so I'm only set to stun.
Oh, got it. What is your work? What do you do what's your job?
Have you ever seen any of the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we do is we stand around in groups, like really, lined up straight. Hour, sometimes some days it's 10 hours.
Right.
We also
You stand for
jog
10
in
hours?
unison
You jog
down
in-
hallways.
You jog in unison down
Down
hall.
hallways while we're holding guns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And
Sometimes we fall off things and scream.
You fall off things.
Yeah.
scream. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that in the movies.
Yeah.
That does.
You do halt people as well, though, but you seem to get tricked easily.
Yeah.
No.
You guys are pretty. I'm not. Thank God he's not armed. But you seem pretty weak-minded as a.
Jason,
What?
I mean, there's other ways to word it.
Okay. You seem like. I didn't say dumb.
Jason.
It's okay.
Slow.
The Empire is like they like to put hold people down. So yeah, I get it.
Ooh.
Now, are you a believer in the Force, or do you think that's hooey?
I don't know. Just as long as it stays out
You
of
believe
politics.
in the Force.
Jason, you don't.
You believe in the Force.
Yeah, Force can be real.
Yeah. You honestly, you think it's real.
Yeah, what I do, it is real.
The droids aren't. These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Jason, it's not working. So
I'm
what
a
is
droid.
this? Can you
I'm a big fan of the new series on Disney, The
very
Mandalorian.
dainty
Yeah.
you did yours.
Are you? What's your? How do you feel about that whole?
It was fun to work on.
You were on it?
You were there?
What part were you?
Okay, you remember there was a scene where there's a bunch of us
Yeah.
all standing in like a ton.
Yeah, I remember that.
If you look kind of off to the right side of the screen, maybe like 6 guys in, 2 guys up.
Oh.
I'm standing next to that guy.
I do recognize the mark on the helmet.
Yeah.
What happened there, by the way?
Yeah.
What happened? How did that?
You've seen the movies?
Yeah.
Remember the guy running and he hit his head?
Yeah. Oh, that's you.
Look
Holy
at that.
shit. There's like a whole storyline about you,
Yeah.
isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, don't be humble, so humble the way
Yeah,
he was
no.
doing. Hey, yeah, it's fucking me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about me.
You don't have to be humble. It's a very unhumble outfit. You know?
Oh
Just
my
scream,
God.
we're going to win. And
Believe
we're
me.
not going to bleed.
It's white. My wife hates doing my laundry.
Wait,
you know?
you're married?
Yeah.
Wow.
Stormtroopers have wives?
Dude, yeah.
You have any kids?
Yeah.
What do they do?
I don't know.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you're an absentee father because of all the work.
A few times.
Yeah.
I have kids. I don't have any relations.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
You're not allowed,
You're a
probably.
drone, pretty much.
They said
Yeah.
they were mine. I don't know.
They said, did they trick you? They probably tricked you a little
Yeah.
bit there. Did they run off? Do they want to join?
Do they get part of your
They might
wages?
even be in. I don't know.
Do they get any of your wages? Wait a minute. Do you get paid to
Yeah, that's a good
storm?
question.
Or whatever
Yeah.
your troopers do?
You do?
Yep.
You
Minimum
get to
wage?
travel,
or-
I guess, too.
Minimum wage. Well, not that. It's we get to live.
Oh, that's your pay. They
Yeah.
keep you. They let you stay alive.
Okay. Well, this is starting to not sound as
Who do you
exciting
answer
as
to?
I thought it was.
Who do you answer to first? Is there like a hierarchy, or is there?
Yeah. There's guys with things on their shoulders, colors, and. It's boring,
You know, I'm really starting to think that to get
is-
back to what you said,
Yeah.
they might not be the brightest.
They're not. I could tell. They have a very
Things on shoulders.
yeah things on shoulders.
Yeah. They're dumb.
You just
Who are we talking about?
we're talking about
We're talking about you.
you. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
this
you
comedy
travel.
podcast, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys joking.
Yeah.
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 Don't,
yeah.
don't make me try to shoot you.
You
You forgot your gun.
yeah,
Yeah.
you dummy, you dumb stormtrooper.
I wouldn't have hit you
Jason,
anyway.
don't get cocky.
Your voice sounds very familiar.
Does it?
Yeah. Does he sound familiar?
Oh,
to
he
you?
sounds familiar.
Why don't you
Hot.
Yeah.
remove that?
I see how much he's sweating.
It's my brother Dave.
Dave's on the pod.
Look at how he's not usually that red. We call that a Trump red in this.
You have a great, I was going to say fuchsia, but this is a very nice Trump red. That should be a
even know
crayon.
I wouldn't even
Trump
know what
orange?
fuchsia looks like.
I honestly don't think fuchsia is red.
Oh God.
I just know that's a fun word.
Yeah. David, welcome back to the
David.
podcast. This is your
Can I change?
Well,
Is this your
Patreon.
second or
Even on
third?
the Patreon.
This is only his first legit
Oh,
appearance.
you've
Yeah.
only been on a Patreon app. Welcome,
This is-
Dave.
Hi.
For people that don't know, this is Jason Collings' twin brother.
My brother David.
His
And I
brother
don't-
from another same mother.
Same mom. Also, one of the things you have to understand about my brother is he is I don't know if it's obvious, but he's a huge Star Wars fan. Very big Star Wars fan. Like I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but my
Yeah.
brother, I mean, he's an encyclopedia of this stuff.
yeah.
Like he was
Not like most, but
no more than most. It's weird, but
there's all kinds of stuff I don't like. I don't
Yeah, but-
follow comics. I don't follow the.
yeah, but as
games
far
or
as the
anything.
storylines and the movies and everything
Yeah.
in the order, like I find myself calling him and going, what should I watch first? Which one of these should I watch first? And where does this one fall in the timeline of the whole universe? And that I always forget.
right?
So the timeline isn't the 1976 movie. Was it 77 or 76? A New Hope.
I think it was 76.
That's
77.
not the first episode in the story, obviously.
Right.
But for guys like our age, that's the first movie. That's what you started with.
Right.
But it turns out that they did a shitty trilogy.
They did a shitty
They did
one.
a shitty trilogy
Yeah.
in the 90s that our poor
90s,
kids.
2000s,
It was our
yeah.
poor kids. They
Shout out
The
Natalie
third one
Portman.
wasn't. There was some. There was some cool stuff in the third one, but
My favorite part of that trilogy in the it's the 90s, right? It was the 90s. It was a Phantom Menace, and what were those three called? See, I don't know. What were those?
I know,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
yeah. Well, the Star Wars kids. I don't know why I'm fucking like, well,
I don't really like
Stormtrooper right here.
Yeah, but what are those three movies called?
I
It's-
tried to watch episode 1 the other day.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. It was
That's the Phantom
unwatchable.
Menace, right?
Unwatchable, yeah.
The only good part of the Phantom Menace not Mentis. Mentis.
Phantom
No, I think
Dentist.
that's
Men-
an insect.
The Phantom. He said the Phantom Dentist. That'd be dope, right? But the best the best and only part of that movie that I loved was Darth Maul.
Right.
Yeah.
And they immediately cut him in half
Yeah.
and killed him. So
He's back though. For
spoiler.
a while.
wait, how? Where?
He comes back for a while
See, this is what I'm
What
talking
do you
about.
mean
Yeah.
back for a while?
because of fans.
Oh.
So there's so much fan stuff out there that is written, and again, I'm a Star Wars nerd.
Right.
Yeah.
Which means I love it. I don't know all the things. I don't correct people on it. Only person I do that to is him to make him laugh.
Yeah.
Those guys who do, I think you mean those guys. You know what I mean?
I love that accent, too.
Those
Wait,
aren't
let me
nerds.
correct you on the thing that doesn't really exist.
Yeah. God, dude.
Actually, you're wrong. That
Yeah.
rock was from the sector 14.
Oh right, right.
And there is that kind of shit.
Yeah.
There is
don't
that
don't
kind of
you
shit.
dare call Star Wars sci-fi, because it's not.
What is it?
Technically,
Fantasy.
It's yeah, exactly.
Fantasy.
But if you say it like to like the fan, like some of those guys are like, well, yeah, you want sci-fi, you can go to the Star Trek convention. You know what I mean? Those guys.
Yeah, that's science fiction.
I'm not
Trekkies.
like that.
Star Wars. Okay, we call Star Trek fans Trekkies. What do Star Wars? What do they call us?
Fanboys.
Fanboys.
Yeah.
Like
Sounds
that movie.
Yeah, well, that's what that movie's.
Well,
you see it?
shit. I just got that.
Yeah.
I
Did you
just
see
thought
that
they were
movie?
running around grabbing things.
It's a great movie. I love at the end when they finally get to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right
Right.
before the movie
Right
ends.
before the ending credits, the guy goes, "What if it sucks?"
Because
yeah,
of the-
yeah,
you remember the plot of the movie?
Oh, yeah.
It's they were gonna storm Lucas Ranch
right.
to try to find the to try to watch the new movie that hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
And because the big thing with Star Wars fans, true Star Wars fans, is that it sucks.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
in the end of that movie, when they finally got to the theater and they're
Yeah,
about to watch it, they
that's
go,
right.
"Oh man, what if it sucks?" And I'm just
I'll never forget
guy was
that.
really
I'll
funny,
never
too.
forget going to that movie and wanting it to be good so bad.
right.
Leaving the theater going, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
And then kind of going, oh, I should see it again. And then
You know where it lost me?
Oh my God.
You want to know where it lost me?
You thought
That fucking frog
yeah.
idiot.
And why do they have all these like complicated trade federation, all this like
And the midichlorian
bureaucracy
count.
and all that shit, and then this clown character. So you know what I mean? It was weird.
Also, the midichlorian count thing. What with the
Yeah.
force blood shit.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, none of it was good. But then they. But yeah,
All the true Star Wars fans were like, "Yeah, I could." You know, when you're 6, I can tap into the Force and make shit happen. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You're like, I could do it if I'm good and I'm virtuous and I'm a good person and focused and then you grow up. I don't remember how old we were when that came out. We were late 20s or something.
late 20s. If it was,
And you, as an adult, you're ready for this new one, and the new one comes out, and you learn, wait,
we can't
it's
be.
just a simple blood test that you could take. I
Yeah.
thought anybody can do it.
And if we're not,
Yeah,
the-
I mean,
and
I know
then-
that's dork and it's not real, but it's like, come on, man, you guys like fuck
Yeah.
kids, like
Yeah, it fucked
you know
us
what I
up.
mean?
It fucked me up.
Yeah, me too.
Remember when one of the memories that I have of us and all of our buddies going to watch the new movie, and we were waiting in line, and remember there were people dressed up. Yes. There were people dressed up and doing like shows. They were doing.
Let me clear
presentations.
something up. I love this
Yeah.
outfit. I like this thing.
Wait,
Yes.
what is
I
it?
wouldn't-
Armor.
Armor.
Thank you.
I wouldn't never wear it to like an opening of a movie if I was just in line. You know what I mean?
What would you wear it to?
The
grocery store.
rob my neighbor's
Haven't
house.
you worn it out already?
Well, yeah, but it was Halloween.
I bet that
Oh,
was
that's
so
nice.
cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Wait, why wouldn't you wear it to a premiere?
If I'm just a guy in line,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
want to
he's
be
gotta
comfortable
sit
if I'm
like
gonna walk.
that.
Yeah.
Look at how. He's got to be choking the balls.
Yeah,
man.
his penis has
This is
gone
not-
into his
yeah.
asshole at this
Yeah,
point.
big time.
Yeah, this is not a 2-hour outfit.
What I
This isn't a 2-hour outfit.
This is not a 2-hour.
what I was gonna say is remember the guy that remember those two guys that dressed as Jedis and they were gonna do a sword fight. These guys are doing this bad, really bad fight choreography, and they're performing for the people in line. And the guy turns around and bumps into a pole. Remember? Yeah. He bumps into a pole, and then he looks at us and goes, "Star Wars."
because it was supposed to be his exit. Like,
Yeah.
all right. And then he turned to walk away from each other, and he just goes, "Goonk," right into it. And then goes, Star Wars. We were dying. Dude.
It's a good COVID mask.
Right.
My buddy who grew up in Ireland, he had some. He'd been here since '88 though. So, but he had some buddies in town during a convention in Vegas, and they were walking through the casino, and there were guys walking around in costumes, in Star Wars costumes, and his friends were all, "What the hell are they doing?" And Brian's all, it's this thing they dress up for it, and the guys all, get your ass kicked in our town if you ever did.
Yeah.
If we walked around town with that on, we would get the shit kicked out of us.
Oh, that's good shit.
Yeah, fucking ass kick that. Get in the bunker.
That's why I was so happy that more shit came out. Because if those 3 movies were it, I'd have been like, fuck. But now they have The Last Jedi. What is it? What are those? Okay, first of all, the 90s trilogy, those 3 movies. What are those movies called? A Phantom Menace, and I don't remember the other ones.
Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Didn't they want to name Return of the Jedi? Originally it was called Revenge of the Jedi.
Yeah, but that's not a trait that a Jedi has.
Right.
Jedi doesn't
Yeah.
want revenge.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Wait, so
Return.
Jedis don't have revenge?
They don't.
Is what you're
They're not
telling me?
supposed to.
So what was Luke's whole fucking stick up
Well,
the ass?
that's why he was kind of teetering
Oh,
on dark
okay.
light. You know what I mean?
Now I get it.
Teetering on the
Teetering.
dark. He was teetering.
That makes
That's why I
sense.
was so happy that like Rogue One came out and a solo movie and all that shit, and then of
Rogue
course
One.
the Mandalorian with the
Rogue One, as far as theatrical releases, is my favorite Star Wars movie ever. Used to be Empire Strikes Back, but
So
which
Empire-
is still freaking amazing.
Empire Strikes Back's number 2 now.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is for me. Rogue One and Empire Strikes Back, and of course,
Yeah.
What?
It's cool because first of all, you could tell it was made by real fans. Like they were really true to the whole thing without, but at the same time adding some cool new stuff. But I was explaining to Brent earlier, the saga movies are the ones that are episode 1, 2, right?
Right.
And the other ones are anthology movies, are called the anthology ones. But the
obviously.
saga ones are in order, obviously, right?
Yep.
But there's time between each one. Like when one starts, several years have passed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas Rogue One, the final scene of Rogue One is literally right into the first scene of Episode 4 from 1977.
Yep. It's that hallway scene where Vader's like,
And they had, God, what is that actor? I can't think of the actors. The old actor that played Tarkin.
and they did the
He's known for like horror
I'll look it up.
horror movies. And
Max von
Oh,
Sydow.
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, him. He was in Rogue One.
Yeah,
And he's been
CGI.
dead for like, what, 18 years
Yeah,
or
that's
something?
amazing.
Oh, yeah,
And
that
I
guy.
Remember that?
I knew it was a CGI. I can look at it and go, okay, I could see that it's because I know the guy's dead.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've heard people say, because they didn't know they were young, they didn't know who that guy was. Peter Cushing, that's his
Cushing,
name.
They did the same thing with Princess Leia in that one too, right?
Yep, both of them. And dude, it looked like, especially Tarkin, it looked like Peter Cushing was in the movie, and
What's
he's
his
been
full
dead
name?
since when?
What's
When did he die?
Tarkin's full name?
Grand Moff Tarkin.
yeah, Grand.
Hope they talk
Is
to
it
his
Grand
family.
or
Grand.
Grand?
Grand.
Grand Moff. There's like, that's another thing. I love Star Wars, but I don't know how those ranking systems would work.
But there are people that do.
They do. You know those little blue and red squares and stuff that are on certain configurations and amounts of those mean different things, mean different ranks.
Whoa.
And you can look it up, but like I'm not that deep in. You know what I mean?
Now,
I'm
but
like, whoa, look at that
but
spaceship. That's
everything
me.
is part of the timeline, though, right? The comic books, the cartoons, they all fall into their place. There's no separate shit, right? It's all part of that same universe.
There are some, like in novels, there are some
COVID.
novels that, you know what it is, actually.
Space COVID.
You know what it is? Why my throat's all dry right now?
This thing.
No,
What?
because I don't talk this much.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't talk this much.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Doesn't
But
even
anyway,
answer the phone when I call.
And if he does, he doesn't say anything. So it's really
I
hard
hate
to know
it.
what's
I hate it.
happening.
I hate it. Becca's always like, turn your phone off, do not disturb. And I'm like, yeah, but if
Well,
it's on,
I have to call her to get to you.
I know. He has to call her to get to me because I don't like
But
my
you
phone to ring.
building
I-
this.
Oh, dude.
People
Are
don't
you
know
busy?
he built this. We were talking
Yeah.
about this in other episodes and said, when you're done, come on the pod, and that's why
He made this from scratch.
Yeah.
This isn't. These aren't pieces that he ordered offline.
It's rolls of foam. It's a roll of foam about that wide, about that long, and
heat
they
it.
have different sizes. Like this is mostly this is 8mm and 4mm foam. That's it. Like if you look at like the leg here, how
Yeah.
this foam's thick here, but this
Yeah,
one's
yeah,
thick.
yeah.
You see all these different ones, and just
And you found the template
I
online.
did. I found
or-
this guy has this template, right? But
Yeah.
as I was following it, I was making my own improvements and doing things a little different that made it.
And those are
nerd making my own improvements.
improvements.
For real,
Making
look,
my own
like,
improvements.
yeah.
He gave it a shot.
Yeah, like these.
And
He had like they velcroed on or something.
Oh, those are just on.
Yeah, but also the way this works and the way I made it, it's really in detail nerdy shit. But
That's awesome. though.
but there's
So,
if
real-
you look at a stormtrooper out armor and you see this, this is specifically the left shin, and this is only this is one of I think 2 different ways you could do it. But
See, that's what's
you
crazy
know
about it,
on
the detail in it.
You know that every picture you'll see, there will be 1, 2, 3 on either side and 2 in the front. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that kind of stuff.
Isn't that crazy? And then that leg's completely different.
Even these here,
Yeah.
like that. I kind of just did my own thing, but some people are really sticklers. They see exactly how many are on the arm, and
Those are the
and
ones
like
that
he
have
had a
all
certain
the
way
girl
he made.
friends.
He had a certain way that he made these, and I did it differently.
And those are glued onto the gloves?
No,
his skin. Oh, and he just ripped off his. For everybody who can't watch, he just ripped off part of his skin.
it's like
So fucking.
Those shoes he actually got. Those are from Jason's club days. Actually, Jason was big into the nightclubs in the
They're like
'80s, so he was
Remember,
a real
Vacation?
show.
Those are my
back then.
dancing shoes.
Remember Vacation?
In Vacation.
I saw you looking at mine, Clark. So
Yeah, those white shoes that Quaid gave to.
Oh yeah.
that's where the
a good
stormtroopers
one.
get theirs. And you know what's funny? I actually ordered these from the boots, the helmet, the neck seal, the gloves, and the thing underneath are the only things I didn't make.
I mean, I don't even
Everything-
know how you'd make this.
Yeah. Well, there's ways. I've actually seen, tutorials.
I have one of these somewhere. I can't find it.
Well, there's actually people who have really incredible like 3D printers now and stuff like. They'll print out pieces, like they'll print this out.
And how long did the whole thing take, like from start to finish?
So long.
My wife's here. Well, how long would you? About 5 months.
5 months.
Hey man,
You should
you've
sell
got to
them
do
and charge
something
by the
during
hour.
COVID.
Well, but there's also
I should sell them and charge by the hour.
actually I've already gotten a request for a commission. Someone that told me
Oh
they would
shit!
pay me to build them one.
Awesome. Aren't you building?
I do that. I'll do that. Anybody want?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll put up the info on the screen.
Yep.
Yeah, why
Our
not?
buddy Skylar Stone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm making some for his
He's
twins.
making 2
Oh, really?
little ones for his twins.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
making
that's
2 little sets for his
sweet.
twins. Yeah, we were over there because his wife does Rebecca's hair,
Nice.
and so I was hanging out with those guys, and I was showing them the pictures of the suit.
Oh, I thought you were just walked in dressed like this.
No, I
You're
showing them
just
the
like-
picture, and you've seen those guys. Those
Yeah.
twins are freaking adorable, right?
Yeah.
And so one of them, I can't remember which one it was. He looks up at me, and goes, "Can you make me one?"
Oh,
And I was like, "Yes."
How do you say no to
Right
that?
away.
Nah,
You can't
get
say
the
no.
fuck out of here.
Yeah,
No.
I'll make you
No.
one, man.
Big guys are talking right. Yeah. When a kid like that goes, make me, you're like, okay.
And if they
you
I'll
get
remind,
your
make-
first
I'll make you
taste
4.
of life.
Yeah.
No.
they remind me of me and my brother.
Yeah.
Like if
Oh,
you
yeah?
see pictures of my brother
Yeah.
and I at that age, they look
Yeah.
like us.
Oh,
It's
that's
weird.
Very
cute.
Yeah.
similar. The curly hair, the
Yeah.
same color hair and everything.
Yeah, they're cool kids.
We were, better looking, but yeah, they got a lot of Skylar in them. Back to the timeline. So, can you real quick say the names of the things that in order, like from Star Wars?
Okay, I can't all of the canon stuff because
I don't even know what that means.
The
All of the
canon, you were just
stuff.
explaining
that's a
this
new
to
word
me.
for me too. See, that's why I'm not like the total. I got my name
love that
tag
alien, by the way.
Yeah, that was good.
Star Wars languages. What's your name? It's a and I'm not one of those guys. You know what I mean? Like the Star Trek guys who learn that Klingon language. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Trekkies.
Come on.
Get a girlfriend.
My brother's a Trekkie.
Is he really?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a girlfriend.
But does he get? Here's another thing. They get mad when you call them Trekkies.
Yeah, to be honest, he's gonna
Oh,
be
that's
pissed
a
when he
bad
hears
thing.
this.
They're called Trekkers, is what they call themselves.
Hey, man.
Trekkers?
Hey,
Who says
Hey,
Trekkers?
hey, man. No, they're not.
Yeah.
Only people who say
Little
that
harsh
are
there.
them.
Yeah.
They're Trekkies.
Call me Trekker, bro.
Although
So it's the difference between the and the E?
Yeah.
Got it.
I could never get into that Star Trek when I was a kid.
No, neither
And you
could
know what's
I.
crazy? My brother and I got a toy open up scene of
yes.
diorama of the bridge of
Yeah.
the Enterprise
With the action figures.
with the action figures and the little thing that you turned it make it look like a beam and then all that stuff, right? Because it wasn't Star Wars. We didn't give a shit about
ended
it.
up
Wow.
in a corner because we got that same year.
But-
we got lightsabers and we got Han Solo blasters, and that was the shit we wanted to
That
play
was
with.
the shit.
One of those shows where they hunt down antique toys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
$10,000.
Oh fuck,
Idiots.
It's like this.
Like,
these
goddamn.
Pokemon cards.
Dang it!
Yeah.
Well, see, my oldest daughter was into that, and she
They're
kept them
supposed to be
all.
worth a
Yeah,
fortune.
Jonathan and James were into the
Yeah.
Pokies.
I would look
Star
at them.
Wars
is
Some of them are
Pokies.
going for a lot of money.
So, tell me the order that you know. Oh, explain what the canon thing is.
Things that are accepted in the
universal timeline that everybody's agreed upon. I guess.
Got it.
I could,
So does it start with a Phantom Menace? Does everything start there?
No, because there's like
Idiot.
seriously,
I know.
Jay, and we're talking like thousands and thousands of years before that.
Really?
That's I don't know anything about.
Those were the
I'm
books.
50. Yeah, we're 49.
Yeah.
We grew up on
27.
Imperial Star Wars, which was The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. That's all the Imperial stuff. Like the way this looks is because there's the new Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
It looks completely different than this. It's a different kind of thing. You can tell it's a Stormtrooper. It looks cool as shit. But
What are they called? New Order?
Yeah. See, this is an Imperial Stormtrooper from the Empire, and those are new. What is First Order?
First Order.
Oh, dude, Jay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rebecca, my wife, works at Disney.
Yeah.
Works at Disney, right? So they get.
You just gotta see it from our angle. You're holding a pillow in the helmet. He goes, "Oh, Jay," and you immediately go, "Yeah." Like as if he wasn't looking and listening already. Oh, Jay. Yeah.
This is so good.
That killed me.
So what were you about to tell me?
That was a commercial. The way you did that point, like he's got to be selling cigarettes like that. Hey,
What's cool with this hand? My
get your
wife.
space sticks.
Anyway, Rebecca, my wife, works at Disney.
Yeah.
So they get like firsties. I don't know what they call it, like dibs. I don't know.
Oh,
They get to see shit first.
Firsters.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Before anybody else. But I have a spouse card that gives me the same access to stuff. Right.
That's pretty
The only
awesome.
thing is we can't use them at the same time. It's basically I'm just another version of her. Like I'm a part. But because of that, though, we get to go to things first. Like when they open the Star Wars area, I don't know.
Oh
Galaxy's
yeah, that
Edge.
big thing.
Yeah, it's Galaxy's Edge, and it's
People
called.
lost their mind over that thing.
Oh, it's awesome. It's
Called,
It is?
It's something like with a B, huh? Batu
Okay.
is what they're going. It's made up just for Disney.
Got it.
But just for Disneyland. But I got to go in there before anybody else did, which was really
Man,
cool.
that's
I got to
awesome.
see it
Well,
before
he
anybody
took
else
me.
did.
And I tell you, when you see the Millennium Falcon at real size, it's pretty dope.
It looks.
That's pretty cool.
You literally looks like it's going to take off any minute.
Yeah, and
It's
then the
really-
ride is really cool. You get to fly it. You get to fly the fucking thing.
Oh damn.
Of course, I got partnered up with some.
That was the funniest.
Fucking
He was
moron
getting
that
so
he-
mad.
Oh,
Why?
my God.
What happened?
Because okay, so there's
You have each
the
six
happiest
people.
place on
Let's
earth.
just
There's
get two in the
6
front.
people, and they each have their own job.
Well, but yeah,
flying
but
this ride.
two people have. 2 people are pilots. 2 people are gunners, and 2 people are engineers.
Yeah.
And so, like the engineers, if a button, like you got to hit it, right?
It's pretty crazy. It's
Right,
very interactive.
But the 2 drivers actually do have 2 different jobs. This one controls the up and down over here on this side on Solo's seat, and Chewbacca's controls the side to side and the hyperdrive.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do this, like he was so into, because
I was ready to fly
It's like
the Millennium Falcon.
Dude, like,
and
it's
then
for
I
real.
Get a
It
goddamn
feels-
Karen sitting next to
Oh,
me.
dude. Because it feels like you're on it. It feels like
Yeah.
you're in the movie.
Yeah.
It looks like it does in the movie. Like
It's
there's a
insane.
little. You guys remember? You've seen movies where it shows the inside and it has that little like
Yeah.
funny space checkers game. And all
Yeah.
that.
It's all
That's
that.
like a little waiting area. You're sitting in that little area, and you go down the same hallway that you would go down in the Millennium Falcon to get into the cockpit, and it looks like you're walking. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I'm
amazing.
I'm flying. I got my thing down, and it tells you go up, go down, and then when it's her turn, it's a color or some shit that comes
Yeah,
on. And
well, I
goes
mean, you just
sideways.
gotta look where
but
you're
also look at it. Look at the thing and know you got to go there to it.
Right.
Oh, what do I do? I don't. I'm
Dude,
like,
it
why are
was
you
so
on
high.
this ride?
And she wasn't looking. She kept looking back at her friends.
Yeah,
like-
looking back at her friend, having fun with her friend. I'm like, we're gonna crash.
But the funny part is her
you know
friend
how
was
bad I
like,
wanted to go. We're gonna crash, bitch. But I couldn't.
But that was the funny thing to me because her friends looked like they wanted to say that. They were
Oh
just
my
like,
god, it was awful.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
She
hilarious.
ruined it for all 6 people.
Wow.
Because we failed the whatever the fucking mission was. Because you gotta go through like an obstacle course, and while you're doing that,
He was so
the gunners
invested.
have to shoot stuff.
That's so fun.
But we couldn't get to the things that they had to shoot because of this fucking idiot. And then the engineers just like, I'm out. It was unreal.
Here's I'm
And I
out.
would have done the ride again, but the lion is outrageous.
Jay was with her, and I was diagonally across from Jay behind him, dying the whole
Laughing his
time
ass
because he's getting pissed.
You know me, I rarely get mad. I rarely get mad at strangers who
so
fuck my
funny.
life up.
There's a T-shirt. I rarely get mad at strangers.
So that
who
was a cool
fuck my
thing.
life up.
But the cool when we went, we had to put like our because it was before the public, we had to put our iPhones in these crazy Ziplocs and that.
Can't
you
take
know.
pictures.
Oh,
of it.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. If I snuck one picture, my wife would have been fired on the spot. Yeah, it was like they're like that, you know. And then she got but when you remember when we went in there was the Millennium Falcon ride,
Yeah.
but then there was that other one they're still working on called the Rise of the Resistance.
Yes.
I got to go on that before everybody else.
That's the one where you walk under the
It is.
AT walkers or whatever they're called.
You're in a thing and you're going all over the place. It's like 3 rides in one. Dude, it's
I want to do this.
like you're in the
yeah,
movie.
that is kind
It's
of
awesome.
dope. I
Star Wars shit sounds
I mean, it's empty right
Yeah.
now. Let's just
Yeah.
break in.
Let's
Come
just
on,
break in.
trooper.
Yeah. And
You're
one-
in. You're in the Empire.
We'll use your drone somehow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we haven't done it yet. The order in the movies,
in movies.
all of it. Where does the Mandalorian come in?
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Where does the
Because you know what are
Rogue
also
One
canon,
and the Han Solo?
but you know what else is included in there is the
cartoons.
Clone Wars animated series and Rebels animated series,
Okay, so
which are both
Do you know the order?
pretty damn good. Yeah, I believe that it's 1, 2, Rebels, 3.
Nerd.
And there's some stuff
What's
in
Rebels?
Dark.
Star Wars Rebels. The
Cartoon.
Is that a cartoon? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I say cartoon. David likes to say animated series.
Got animated series.
Because watch it over there. Yeah.
Watch it over there. I mean, the most just kind
when
of
you're
like
looking at
passive aggressive.
when you're looking at the
stormtrooper.
characters in
Watch it
those
over
shows, they look animated. But anytime it shows anything else, like the ships and
space, it looks like the movie.
Movie quality. It's crazy.
Dope.
Also, the guy who did that series is the guy who's doing Mandalorian. That's why it's so good. Because if you watch that series
Favreau?
and get past the animation, the storytelling's incredible.
Oh, you mean the writer?
Yeah, Filoni, Dave Filoni, that guy.
Felonious Monk.
Filoni, what a
He's
name.
always in that
So
cowboy hat.
1,
Filoni.
2, 3.
No, 1, 2,
Rebel.
1, 2.
Rebels,
Rebels
3.
3. Got it.
and then Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, Mandalorian, and then but there's all kinds of other stuff.
And then
that's
the
thrown in
Force
there, too,
Awakens
that I
and all
probably
that
don't know
shit.
about.
I just
Just
recently
like
watched.
the whole Darth Maul thing,
Yeah.
because they wanted to bring him back. Remember how did he die? Remember how
Cut
he
him in
died?
half.
Cut him in half, right? And I think it was one of the Clone Wars series. They find him like all nuts in a cave, and he comes out and he's got these crazy robot spider legs.
Okay,
And
I want to
it's-
see that because he was out of all the villains, he was the best,
So
the coolest. The way he did martial arts, the way he looked, and the way he was just really quiet.
Yeah, Ray Park.
Ray Park,
Ray
yeah.
Park he's a martial arts expert. Oh man.
He was also in the Mortal Kombat movie, right?
No, he was Toad in X-Men.
Oh, I remember
Toad
that.
in X-Men,
Yes.
yeah.
yeah, he was Toad, and
Toad.
he was also in
wasn't-
Fanboys.
He
though.
wasn't the Mortal Kombat guy.
I don't know. I didn't see.
I'll look it up.
Who are you playing?
He was in Fanboys.
Yep.
He was head of security at
I'm playing
at
Blop
Ranch.
1.
Oh, that's so great. Blob 1.
Now that's another beautiful thing about Star Wars, though.
Yeah.
You, for example, the first movie, the cantina scene we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
In the cantina, it looks like George Lucas just threw a bunch of shit on people just to make it look like there's a place. This is a place because it's a port city, and it's a place where all different people and races and everything come here, and species, whatever. But the makeup guy did such a good job, and you could tell they're masks and shit, but they're kind of neat looking. There's like countless stories based on just those background characters, some of those background characters. You know what I mean?
Tell the story. You've told me once. We were joking earlier about the mark here on the helmet, and you're the stormtrooper that bumped the head.
Oh yeah.
This is freaking crazy.
There's only thing is I told him a little. I can't remember the middle part of it. There's like a middle part that.
But it was a blooper that they took and made.
Yeah, and a fan writer, a guy, he's a writer, I think. He took that and made a whole story about it. And his thing was that when you get the Jedi mind trick done on you, it lingers, and you're like kind of
High.
for like a while,
Right.
for a while. So he's supposed to be the one that
On
Obi-Wan-
Tatooine?
Yeah, you know, don't look at my.
These aren't the droids.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
These
so,
aren't the droids you're looking for.
And so because of that,
Pretty good.
because of that, he got demoted to some other thing. Gosh, I can't remember what it was. But anyway, But eventually he's the guy running down the hallway too, and he's still under the thing, and he hits his head.
I mean, to just even take
That's
the
so
time to think
brilliant,
about
though.
that shit to just go and be like, oh.
That's like the fans going, no. Bloopers don't exist in this world. Here's why that happened.
Yeah, and then we could do it for so many characters too. God,
Amazing.
man, I wish I came up with Star Wars, and like I just never like executed it. And now it's like all over the place. And it's just like I gotta see it every day.
You know how many people there are like that though? Dude, that was my idea, dude.
Oh, there's
laser swords.
Yeah.
Remember when people would say laser swords? I'd get so mad. No, lightsaber.
Yes, lightsaber.
Lightsaber. Who's your favorite lightsaber? What character is your? What's
Green.
Count Dooku is mine.
No,
that
because I'm
fucking-
colorblind.
Count Dooku has that curved thing. It's
Yeah.
like,
I had to be told that Mace Windu's was purple. I didn't know that.
I don't like.
Is that Sam Jackson?
He asked Lucas because there was only
yeah.
2 colors for Jedi, blue and green, and he asked Lucas, "Can I please hook me up with some purple?"
Yeah, I'm Sam Jackson, motherfucker. I want something
Prince
different.
fan.
Yeah.
Purple sword.
But I just
Purple
saw,
sword.
but I never really, I don't know, because they're just different. Like the
You know whose I can't stand?
blue ones look white to me.
You know whose I
can't tell.
cannot stand? Kylo Ren's. And here's why. Those 2 little things that come out to the side, I'd kill myself with it on accident.
too.
If I was wielding that thing, and
Yeah.
one of those little side lasers came out, I'd be like, I'd slice my own neck.
I think I would do that with an actual just
That's a
lightsaber.
design flaw
I
for
think
sure.
I would
Yeah,
accidentally
that's
look
bad.
at it like, open the
But
fuck up.
I think I now.
Why isn't this thing working?
in front of my kids and shit, eating goop, whatever they eat.
Are you? I know the answer to this because you're my brother.
Real quick though, I do have a favorite one now.
Okay, go.
But
I'm not gonna tell you.
It wouldn't be. No, I was making sure it wasn't a spoiler because it's from Mandalorian.
Oh, okay.
Which I told Brent is the best Star Wars production ever.
Oh, the Mandalorian.
all
That's
of
what my
them.
next
I gotta
question was
see
going to be.
it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know the answer to this,
Yeah.
but are you loving the Mandalorian
Hell
first
yeah.
season?
Yep.
When the first episode for season 2 came out, I called him and I said, "Are you going to watch it?" And he goes, "Already did. About to watch it again."
Wow.
Yeah.
Each episode is like an amazing film
Small movie, and they all have their own little story each episode.
and it's a western, so it's like
Yeah.
the first episode of season 1 was called The Gunslinger. No,
Yep.
was it The Gunslinger? Or
Something
was
like
the,
that.
No, that's the one where we went back to. The Gunslinger is the one where we went back to Tat. Anyway,
Am I in
But
still?
they're like westerns that, like, Stranger.
Legit,
Rules
like
Town.
old school Hollywood westerns.
crazy.
One of the scenes in the first episode of season 2, he's literally slowly going down the middle of town on a speeder bike, where you're almost obviously like, oh, that's the stranger coming into town on a horse.
Yeah.
All the little like storefronts and people looking out.
Coming
and
out, leaning
it's
against.
like an old.
The guy.
He
that-
goes into the fucking saloon. It's
Yeah.
yeah,
The guy that's protecting it. They call him the marshal.
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it.
It's really, really,
pretty dope.
really good. Dude,
It's-
Favreau
I gotta see it.
kills the game, dude. And
I
it's
just gotta get Disney Plus.
so you do love it.
Oh,
I
dude.
didn't.
But they have
I
that.
kind of want to rewatch season 1.
They have that technology they're using. That's
Pay for
incredible.
Bumble. I could pay for
That's
Disney Plus.
that's blowing me away. Is they
Yeah, I didn't know I was.
And I forget what they call it, but it's this round room. It's like a big round sound stage, and the wall is a screen and the ceiling is a screen. So they're projecting real stuff on these screens, so the actors are in front of it, right?
Right.
Sounds okay. People have been doing, but if that's just a photograph or a painting or whatever, that it's painted real, as a camera moves around, the perspective of it's gonna skew all over the place,
Right.
and not look real. You're gonna go, oh wait,
Yeah.
that's a room. Well, they developed this technology where it digitally, as I'm holding the camera, as I digitally move the camera around that room, it adjusts everywhere I'm pointing it, so it looks real, right?
What?
So I was telling Brent earlier, like when you see a scene of a guy standing and he watches a ship take off like that,
He's really seeing
he's
it.
really looking at it because it's taking off in front and it looks, and they'll bring in
That's
like
so amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's
like they'll
amazing.
bring in half ships, like when he's landing, and they showed it from a different angle on this special thing about it on Disney, where you could see where the real ship starts, and then the rest of it is in the ceiling on the video.
That's unbelievable. That's amazing.
When I saw that, I was like, whoa. That it was just so cool, man. Just so cool.
2020 has been the year of things happening that are completely out of your control. But do you know what you can control?
What is that?
Shaving your bush.
I knew
And
that.
our sponsors, Manscaped, are here to remind you to do so.
That's right.
Brent, when's the last time you did it?
It's funny you bring that up. It was yesterday, actually, at about 1 p.m. in the valley heat. I had yacht rock on. I was naked in my backyard, painted soft, started shaving away. Totally forgot I had neighbors with second stories. I'm pretty sure some of them saw me. And that's not the point of the story. The point is, it's a lot of fun. You don't nick anything. It's shocking. It has an LED light as well. So sometimes at night, seeing that I don't have a loved one and I'm by myself in a quarantine, I like to turn the lights off and play Let's Find the Penis. And look, I have my hobbies, you have yours. And I'm a hopeless romantic.
Oh, my God.
See, the reason I use Manscaped is because you can't give up hope, all my hopeless romantics out there. So you have to be prepared for the possibility that even in quarantine you could find love, and you want to be prepared and not look nuts like puffins.
And you too can be prepared. Our listeners get an extra 20% off plus free shipping if you use promo code LION. That's promo code LION at manscaped.com for an extra 20% off plus free shipping. Do it now.
Yeah, it's
Get
perfect.
weird.
Get weird. Or just get soft down there. Soft down there.
One more thing I wanted to ask you about that you talked to me about was there's a group of these guys that make they're stormtroopers in what are they called?
The 501st Legion.
These are real guys that
Oh,
all have their
you told
own.
me this.
They made their own. Did they make their own or did they buy it?
Not like this. They a lot of them do, and they customize it. You can buy full suits. You can buy kits, what they call them, which is the parts. But then you have to kind of trim the whatever they're made of, like PVC, and put them together and everything. And so they do that. They don't accept these. They don't accept foam.
Oh, you wouldn't be allowed
I
in?
don't think so.
Discriminated
Fucking
against for
elitists,
foam?
you
I
know?
don't think so.
Why?
But did you see that? You saw that thing
They're
I did where I kicked
materialists.
Yeah, materialists.
You saw that thing I did where I kicked the thing?
Yeah.
The shoe?
Yeah.
I tagged them in that
Good.
just so they'd see it.
Yeah.
You know?
But what I remember you told me, didn't Favreau or whoever's in charge?
Yeah.
They cast
So they had a
those guys.
scene where it was supposed to be just all these stormtroopers around. Dude, what's that cool actor's name? Bugging Out
Oh, the one from
from Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. The guy
He's got a
that
Latino
Bryan
name.
Cranston?
No.
Giancarlo.
yeah, that guy.
Giancarlo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
his
You heard
character-
David say bugging
Ooh.
out. That's a character he played in a movie called Do the Right Thing
yeah.
from when we were kids.
yeah, he did.
He was bugging out. He's
Oh,
like, why don't you got no
shit.
black people on the wall? He was
Yeah.
that character.
He was also
Hey,
big before he was
my
bugging
shoes.
out.
yeah.
Before he was bugging out, he was Big Brother Almighty.
Big Brother Almighty
From
in
School
School
Days.
Days. Yep.
Spike
Yeah.
Lee stuff.
Spike Lee
Anyway.
shit. But anyways, yeah, he's
By the way, his character
Latino?
Yeah.
has my favorite lightsaber now. It's dope. It's
Damn.
black. Anyway, so that all these guys are, as his ship's landing, all these guys are coming in there splitting it. And another thing that they do. Okay, I get off track. Sorry, but there was a scene where they needed just a ton of the stormtroopers, and they couldn't figure out how to make it look cool. And then they were like, "Man, we got to all these uniforms now." And started throwing them on people, and that's when Filoni told Favreau, he goes, "Have you ever heard of the 501st Legion?" And he was like, "No, what's that?" And so they brought it up on the computer, and Favreau's all, "Hire them."
Yep.
Yeah.
So all these guys who put all these work into their suits or their armor got to be in an actual Star Wars
Now
production.
imagine that. You're
In
a
the
fucking
suit you're
fan.
wearing, yeah.
You're a fan your entire life of this thing. Now you're in a Star Wars production and
One of the
arguably
best.
one of the best ones.
Well,
That's
maybe
awesome.
we'll get David in.
In your armor that
enter.
that you made.
Yeah.
That's so cool to me.
See, here's the thing I think you should do, because now you just said that you wouldn't be accepted because of their materialists.
Yeah.
You should start your own.
I know.
Right now, you're just the one.
Right.
501
But-
foam.
But
Yeah.
just so you guys know, this is unfinished. This isn't finished.
Right.
This still has to be prepped for paint. This is still just the color of the foam.
Oh.
And the reason I get away with all these little things is because it's like it's a sand trooper, which is
I
different.
knew that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the ways to tell is the ab layout.
There are definitely abs under that uniform.
You want to ask me why I chose to do a sand trooper over a stormtrooper?
Yeah.
Because it was less work on the ab. A lot more shit on a regular stormtrooper's one.
Now you're going to make it shiny and then make
Also,
it
notice I don't have those little pads that they have on the side right here.
Yeah.
Another sand trooper thing.
And now what about the shoulder thing?
Pauldron. Yeah.
Pauldron.
I don't-
Sorry.
Pauldron? Who's
They-
Pauldron?
That's
So
the
like a
name of the-
pretentious Paul?
That's the name of the thing that goes on their shoulder.
Oh.
And
I
I
was
don't.
like, I'm Pauldron. I work
It-
at the university.
yeah.
My wife isn't the prettiest.
They denote rank, but I don't know what the ranks are.
Oh, but you're not putting one of those on your.
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do it the way I saw it done. I'm going to do it in a better way.
What's the timeline on this thing being done?
Well, it's not just time; it's money too.
Because we already heard from my my sister-in-law that we're already 5 months in.
5 months into it. But you know how I get pissed at heat. And I hate
Yeah.
on those really hot days that we were having when you guys had to be outside and all that. I wasn't doing it because I just.
So you
couldn't
guys
stand
just
it.
got a little bit of a sneak that anger is a big part of the Collings family. You heard him just say, "You know how I get angry at heat."
Yeah, heat. I just pictured him punching heat. You know.
I couldn't believe. I was just saying this the other day,
I get angry.
and then he said it on one of. You said it, Jay, on one of the
episodes.
one of them. I can't remember what, but you said, yeah, because when you're cold, you can bundle up.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
when you're hot as shit, you can't do anything about it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you can come into your house and but as soon as you walk outside, dude.
Yeah.
And
And
I
air
don't know about you.
conditioning too much
I'm a
can
cold
fuck
guy.
your nose up, your throat, give you the COVID.
Air conditioning?
No, I'm talking with you.
Oh, okay. Because
Turn it off.
yeah,
Can I
Yeah,
change?
it's still hot.
I've been living.
Yeah,
in a
you're
fridge.
good. Okay, let's say,
No, I'm gonna come back.
yeah, come back. You can come back and sit with us while we do emails.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah. One of the things that we do, you know this. You're a big fan of me. You're a big fan of me.
fan.
Dude. We're gonna do emails. We got emails that we
Yeah.
can
These are
fun.
read and we
Jason?
want you to
Yeah.
we want you to hang with us while we do the emails. Hey, Will,
Yeah.
producer Will, do we have emails?
We have a lot of emails.
Real quick, can I point this little dealie out here? Check out this little piece of art. Can you see this, Will, on camera?
Yep.
Tito Puente concert going on in the other chair.
My sister-in-law's mom made this. It's an interesting, cool piece of art. You open up the book and it has a picture of a lion.
Lion.
There on it.
She purposely
So
made
that's
it red
a
and
new
black.
addition to
Yeah.
the lion's den.
She made it
And
red
she
and
made
black
it
too, so
specifically
it
for us.
matches.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's great.
What do you got there, Wilbur? Wilberto?
So started off, we got one from Amber. This is song lyrics.
Oh, cool.
Some more wrong song lyrics.
I love it.
I was very, very young when the song Better Man by Pearl Jam came out, and I wholeheartedly believed he was saying, if I had a butter man. The actual lyric is, can't find a better man.
Can't find a butterman.
A buttermilk.
Better Merle.
Can't find a buttermilk.
I could see
Country
that.
Crock.
And she said, honestly, I like mine butter. Winky
Nice.
face. Love you guys,
that's
Amber.
nice.
P.S. I got a panda costume for Halloween because Brent has invaded my brain with all his panda talk.
I think is that the one who posts about it on the
Yeah,
on the
maybe.
interweb? Very
Maybe.
adorable, cutest panda I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was nice. That's not, I'm a pretty cute panda.
Nah,
if
but
I
you don't
wanna
have
be.
a costume.
I don't have the costume. Well,
Anyways,
yeah, I
coming
got
to the stage.
To the stage.
Now we got some alien talk.
Nice.
From Matt.
Good.
Great.
From Matt. Hello. I want to share an alien story I heard about my uncle. My grandparents have a house at the Lake of the Ozarks, and a lot of their family bought surrounding houses. This event happened in the late 70s
Cult.
before the lake was
Cult.
filled with houses.
Cult. Cult. Go ahead.
Yeah. Apparently, my uncle was sitting on his dock when he saw a flying saucer fly down and go in the water right in front of my house. My dad said he came running down the hill to borrow his boat to go out and look. He had never seen him that freaked out. My neighbor has a depth finder at the bottom of the lake in the area. It is only 40 feet deep. So in conclusion, I think my uncle had an acid flashback, but you never know.
I was about to say, man,
Yeah.
none of that happened.
I know.
Imagine that you're watching your uncle run down a hill screaming, "I need the boat! A flying saucer just flew into the lake!" And he's like, "What? No, you can't use my boat for that."
That's funny.
Flying saucer in the lake. What? Keith. Flying saucer in the lake. I have to go.
He was listening to a UFO podcast while watching Ozark.
Yeah. What was that picture? Well,
I'm just going through.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Here's another. Here's a follow-up. This is from Emily Fury. And she's the one who sent us the Bumble questions, and
Right.
we were kind of like, fuck those questions, remember?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Were we? Sorry.
So my dudes, quick clarification. Those questions were prompt questions created by Bumble, which is we thought no, but I think you said yes or whatever. It was the
Oh,
whole
you
thing.
said Bumble questions. I thought you said bubble questions.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, what do you guys
Oh.
say?
Like, for
oh.
little animated pictures of ourselves so we could be like, bloop.
I know nothing
I
about
think
bubbles.
the Mandalorian's the best. You know? Bubble.
So I think the question it was like
not
the
a question, Brad.
The question that she was like being who would you want to be haunted by? Remember that?
Right.
That's what it was. And we were like, don't ask that.
Yeah.
Oh, on the
Oh,
date.
for the that's
Right,
right.
right.
Yes,
Got it.
now I get what you're
So
saying.
she says I didn't write them. Bumble basically came up with those. I promise that I'm not that weird. Just really into the supernatural.
"Oh, now it's coming back."
I'm
here.
kind of into the
Yeah.
supernatural. You know me with my ghost shit.
Yeah.
Aliens. I like to look at them aliens.
I love aliens.
Dude, aliens.
This is my son, Alien.
Laser swords.
Them aliens come down with them laser swords.
And she says maybe it's just the Philly guys. Oh wait, hold Maybe it's just the Philly guys, but a lot of the profiles I see say something like, don't just say hey or what's up or be more creative. So I ask those questions to get more of a conversation going, especially if a guy has nothing in his profile to riff on. Maybe I'll just stick to being more basic. Thanks, Emily.
Oh, Jesus. I feel like we
You're
really
not
let her down at
basic,
the end there.
Emily, you're not basic.
Yeah, maybe I'll just stick. Maybe fuck everything, and you guys are right. Maybe I'm worthless, and I'm just gonna be basic. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi. Ooh, original.
I do.
I still don't miss that Bumble shit.
Oh my
You
god.
missed nothing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
My
not
brother
doing
met a
anything for me. I never
ventriloquist
pay
dummy on
attention
there.
to it. What'd you say?
My brother met a ventriloquist dummy on
What?
Bumble. Bro.
Dude,
she looked like a
swear to
fucking
God.
haunted dummy.
Oh,
her profile pictures, I swear she looked like one of those like Russian models, you
Right.
know? And you could tell there's some editing going on, but you know who doesn't, right? So we're going back and forth, and I finally agree to meet with her. She had so much stuff done.
Yo.
She looked like a ventriloquist dummy.
Remember the Goosebumps books?
Yeah.
Remember the one about the dummy? That's what she was just missing the lines here.
Barely.
I mean, she was terrifying.
She was.
She was terrifying.
Oh man,
was terrifying.
When I saw
There was
her,
a couple of gems. Remember that one that was like so proud that she had a plaque with her name on a bar somewhere?
yeah, dude.
I like thought that was
big
like
drinker.
the dopest fucking
like-
flex. Like,
Yeah,
look what I
would.
did.
al-
I'm like,
I would always share these with my brother.
Yeah.
Look at what this dumbass said.
oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
I never see my kids. I'm always at this bar.
Right?
Yeah. I do want a plaque at like one day at like a steak restaurant, like a really fancy, nice one. Like I've always kind of thought that'd be kind of cool if it was like a really nice place.
Like
I could have a cigar
Ron
and eat.
Swanson.
I go right this way, Mr. Morin. You know?
Yeah, but at Saddle Ranch.
Yeah, I know.
Your name's on the bar.
World
and
of Beer.
also, I'm not trying to sound shallow. But I used to tell my brother, like, all these girls are starting their relationship out with a lie because they'd all do the perfect angle,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden,
Oh, I remember when she walked. Oh, I remember when man. It was like, no, don't be her, don't be her, don't be her, don't be her. and then they do this thing. Oh, and they're like, fuck, it's her. God. Then I'm starting to look for exits. I'm all.
Yeah.
oh man,
See, that's
Yeah.
the shit I don't want to do. That's why I haven't been motivated past stage one of those apps.
even
remember
if
I
you
took a
match, you're like,
selfie of
us.
nah.
I took a selfie. We were walking back to the car, and in my head, I'm going, my brother's going to he's not going to believe this shit.
Right.
So I said, hey, let's do a pic. So I did a selfie and totally cropped myself out and sent it.
Yeah, I know.
And I didn't say who is that. I said what is that?
I
What's
literally-
that thing that you just sent me a picture of?
Oh, shit.
Wow. It was. But I mean, I don't understand. Oh, I mean, is this
Dog.
misrepresenting succeeding sometimes? Is it working? Because usually when people
Yeah,
do
yeah.
stuff over and over again, it's because it works, right?
Right.
guess.
Isn't that the definition of what is it? Crazy? What's the definition of?
Yeah, it's like doing something and expect over and over and expecting a different result.
Right.
Is that really?
Yeah, because like when
That's
they
something.
when
Yeah.
they and there was another one. She was so sweet too. I felt, but I know I gotta be. I need to be attracted to you more than mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I'm
human-
a shallow guy.
No, it's
So
human
I know
nature.
it's
Human nature.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know, and I'm not saying that.
That's
any-
not an attractive thing. It just isn't for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
not
really hard
my
to sit down.
Saved it.
Jam. Anyway,
So where'd you go to school? Oh,
say.
God.
this was
Um,
gosh, this had to be like 5 years ago, maybe. When did we meet? 17. So it's probably like
That's a
16.
good start. What was that we?
Well,
Hey,
you
wife,
guys know.
what-
Well, you know our story.
Yeah,
It's complicated, but awesome.
started in space.
He did.
Yep. On the
But-
second Death Star.
Yeah. What was I saying though? About I forgot.
About 5 years ago, there was.
Oh, right. This girl, and she was really sweet. And she was, all her photos were when she was younger and thinner. Every one of them.
Oh,
And not only that, she lied about her age on the thing.
Yep. Starting
Oh,
off
yeah.
with a lie. Several lies.
yeah,
I
it's
was
not
like,
gonna work.
I'm not gonna do that. She was cool because she was in the industry, so I got to go to the Handmaid's Tales premiere and all this.
Oh, wow.
Because she did some stuff with Hula. I don't remember what it was, but
Who?
Just as a
Hulu.
stormtrooper.
Hulu.
yeah.
Yeah, he showed up.
Showed up. Yeah.
To the Handmaid's
Yeah,
Tale.
exactly.
Like,
Hey, what's
bro,
up?
wrong event, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Also, by the way, pretty
never the wrong event.
heavy-handed show to be going on a date to. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get any ideas because
Well,
we're
you
gonna
have
watch
to-
this shit. You'll never want to do anything.
What's even funnier, it was the premiere of the season finale,
Oh, Jesus.
and I never watched the show.
Oh.
So I sat through the season, and I listened to Mindy Kaling talk about it, and I met the guy who did the score. I went up and introduced myself because he was from Long Beach and lived near me.
Oh, wow.
And I'd never seen that, and so I just watched this show about weird shit, and I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it lost me.
There was something happened in the show that was such, I don't even know, it was like such a subtle thing, and the audience went nuts. And I'm like, what did I miss? I didn't even see anything happen, you know?
You weren't in on the joke or the inside story.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling. I just pretend. I would have clapped so hard. Ha!
Yeah.
That thing happened, right, guys? We're all fans of this shit.
Yep. I've been in Hollywood long enough. You
Yep.
gotta
Right.
fake it till you make it, baby.
Yep. We got another mails.
This is about the Comedy Store documentary. It's from Natalie. Subject line is revved up like a what? I think she does other stuff in here too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
That's from the song. Revved up like a douche, another runner in the night.
well, yeah.
There's
Blinded.
Deuce with a speech impediment.
So, Ola, I'm sure I have misheard hundreds of lyrics in my life, but the all-time winner has to be hearing "Blinded by the light,"
Yep.
"Revved up like a deuce," "Another runner in the night," as "Revved up like a douche."
I always thought it was douche.
It's
not?
deuce. And
Deuce.
deuce is
Revved up
referring
like a
to
deuce.
Well, I'm with you,
People
Natalie.
think it's wrapped up like a douche.
douche.
Revved
It's
up
revved up
like
like
a
a douche
douche.
is a reference to a motor, to a car, to a type of car like a deuce coupe or like a. It's
Revved up
It's
like
a hot rod.
deuce, another runner.
That, by the way, little
thought it was
trivia
wrapped
for
up
you.
like a
I believe
douche.
it's either his only or his first #1 hit. Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen wrote that song,
No shit.
and it was his first hit.
I don't know this song.
He has a version of it on one of his.
You don't know
early
the
albums.
song, Will?
Blinded
Here we go.
by
By
the
the light.
Oh, that I know.
Yeah.
Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. That's it.
Well, now I heard the song.
The lyrics were weird though, like
Yeah.
silicone sister. I don't even know what he's talking
Silicone
about.
sister with a minute of mister. Something undoes what it takes. Like, he
Sir,
was
did
just
you just
throwing-
say something?
One of your
just
other
throw shit in there. Burger King mister with a side of fried sister. I don't know.
yeah, it was like that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And the calliope crashed. Where did a calliope come from?
They're just trying to be cute.
Koalas on a Monday.
There was another one where you guys were doing the misunderstood lyrics, and it was that nobody gonna bring in my it was that one. And so her and I started listening to it because you and the lyrics in that are weird.
Yeah.
He's like I set sail to find you in a little rowboat to China.
Yeah.
Then you said you had to get your laundry clean.
Racist.
I don't understand.
Out of your way, racist.
Oh, so Chinese guys are doing laundry all the time.
So the next part of Natalie's email is, I've been watching the Comedy Store doc on Showtime, which is great, and seeing so many clips of so many different comedians over the years inspired a question for you. Is there a style of comedy you can't stand or just don't find funny at all? Or a comic or comedic style that you think is too niche?
Can I answer
Here's
that?
the
since
one I
have
don't
nothing to
like
lose?
at all. Will does this thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say Will.
There are a few that I'm not a fan of. I don't know if it's a style. There are cadences that I can't fucking stand. Will and I had this conversation.
Yeah, there's
there are
like a-
certain comedians that every little thing is this.
So I'm
little
single
uptone,
and
that's so I'm single is the punchline. And I'm not trying to sound like a female comic. It just happens to be that's kind of thing. But there's a cadence.
I hear guy comics do that too, though.
All comics do
Yeah,
it.
I
Male,
hear that.
female, all of them. So I was walking down the street the other day, and I got about
Like you're put out, like so put out to have to tell people.
I don't know why
your
I'm
shit.
talking about this. I'm
There's
like, well, get the
several
fuck
I
off
can't
stage.
stand.
It's like
you
your
know?
dad making you tell a story
Right.
to like your
Yeah.
aunt. Say that thing
Right.
that happened at Little League, and you're like,
Right.
so I was on first base.
Right.
and
yeah,
it was
totally.
like,
It's like so unauthentic.
I don't like
it's like, all right,
Yeah.
man, just put some energy behind it.
There's a
Okay,
few-
do you want to
But
be
as
here?
far as styles, I love if you're fucking dope at one-liners.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
I
do that.
can't do that.
Oh,
That's
I
why
know.
I respect it so
Yes.
much too. I'm like, I can't fucking do that.
Yes.
No.
Like Stephen Wright and our buddy Fraser Smith,
Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg, just one-liners are just unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't do that.
As a non-comic and a fan of stand-up, there's a a lot I don't like.
Like what? Name one. Can you get one?
Yeah.
There's I don't know if it's styles or just little things that they do. That's one of them.
The
then
cadence?
So and I mean, I'm gonna that one.
Yeah.
And then there's the one I hate when they give you laughing cues, like do things to say this is when you laugh, like punchline, and
Right.
Oh, I know what you're talking
So then I went to the store, and what's best about that
Is
though,
when no one laughs.
When no one laughs.
Yeah,
that's when I laugh.
when the OR was still the OR ghost town.
Oh, yeah.
Scary fucking haunted room
Yeah.
that we all wanted to be a part of for some goddamn reason.
Because we
When
hate
that room
ourselves.
was bad and they did that, and I was sending them in there. Anyways, and then it was,
Anyway was always the thing you
man.
say too when you're bombing.
Dude,
I would just
yeah,
go.
Dion Cole has a bit about it.
Anyway.
Oh, shit is crazy out
Yeah,
there.
that's
that.
Dion Cole. That's
He
when you
goes,
know
you
the
ever
comment.
see a comic get to the punchline and he didn't get the laugh he wanted, and so he tries to get out of it.
Yeah,
That's
man,
such a
it's
funny bit.
crazy.
Yeah, shit is crazy out there, man.
Also, big crutch when you don't get your laugh. Anyways, give it up for yourselves for being here. Give
Yeah,
it up for your
that's-
wait staff.
God, they
Yeah.
give it up for everything.
Yeah.
Everyone loves to
They
give it up
count
for
to
everything.
give it
You got to
up
give it
yourself.
up for
Give it
everything
up.
else.
It's like, why?
Because I'm not
Yeah.
giving you anything to give it up for. So
And
give
then
it to
they get
them.
off stage and the give it up to the audience and give it up to the wait staff. Those were hey man, 2 applause breaks.
yeah.
Got 2 applause breaks.
If you're funny,
when
I don't
people
care
walk out
style.
during my set, I call that a standing ovation.
Speaking of crutch, though, I don't like those kind of comedians either who have a thing
Yeah.
that like not to. I'm not. Well, who cares? I'm not a comic. I don't.
Yeah.
I have nothing to get canceled from.
That's true.
When a fat comedian, his
Heavy-
whole act is about being fat.
a heavy comedian, an oversized.
I'm quoting the comic, but when they make that their whole act, 'Cause
Although,
to me, it starts to get sad.
yeah, if it's the whole act.
Right.
If you open up with it because it's the, forgive the pun, I don't know if it's a pun, elephant in the room.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's Louis Anderson. Remember
Yep.
when Louis Anderson would start a set? The first thing he would do is he was like, "Let me move this so you can see me."
That's really funny.
kinda
He's
that was
funny.
it.
dude.
Killed, and then that was it. He
He's
did
just
a
a
few other
funny
things
dude.
about being heavy, and then it was all this amazing, hilarious shit
Yeah,
about his
he's-
family, and his dad.
yeah.
and stuff.
That's what I like about.
But I know what you're saying. Like the whole act,
James. Yeah.
the whole fucking act. You know? Yeah.
Another one. I know what you guys are thinking.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
God,
fucking
yes.
No, you don't. Unless you're a fucking psychic.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. I know what you guys are thinking. When did so and so have a kid?
Oh, my God.
I know you guys are thinking.
And the worst is
so
when they do it
hacked.
and it's like a humble brag, like Keanu, and you know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
it's the worst.
Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. When did this incredibly hot person and this incredibly hot person have me? No,
Yeah.
no.
But yeah, no, I know what you guys are thinking. That sucks. And also when you're obviously telling a story that didn't ever happen.
Oh, and by the way, immediately I know when it's a bullshit story.
Tell right away.
Which, by the way, so does the fucking audience. And you could always tell when that bit's not getting a laugh because everybody's going, this shit didn't fucking happen.
Right.
It's not relatable.
Right.
That's why I love relatable storytellers too. Like when you're like, oh, I could totally. And I love it when a comic is telling their story and they've done such a good job of introducing themselves to you as who the kind of person who they are that you're literally like, you're good at this. Like when you're telling your stories, I'm always like 100%
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing that happening to Brent. You know?
Yeah, the setup. That took years to try to figure out.
Yeah, it does.
But when when they do that, which is very common, it's something I noticed. I even was doing in the beginning. When you go, so here's what happened to me yesterday. It's like it's been yesterday for 2 years.
Right,
now.
right.
Also,
the other day.
This isn't
also
Groundhog's
the
Day.
comedians that underestimate the intelligence level of the audience and
Yeah.
over-explain the shit out of something.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we get it. We're here. If I had the level of intelligence just to get here, whether that was public transportation
Like,
or my
that-
own vehicle,
it's a
I'm
very-
good. We're good.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a very what is it? What do they call it? Limited return RIO. You know?
Yeah, right.
Or
You
but
lost-
you know, you're like, and it's this long bus ride for
Come on.
that
Yeah.
you know what I
Land the
mean?
plane, land the plane.
In the plane. Brent.
That's what I always say.
Brent does that when he watches himself.
Yeah.
Come on, Brent. Land the
I
plane.
see it on this
boy.
show, like, because I don't watch the show, but then a clip was playing on Jason's phone the other day, and I'm like, land the plane, Brent. Let's cut some fucking fat. I haven't done stand-up in 9 months, so it's all my stories are dragging on again.
Yeah, there's
Cut the fat, you idiot. That's what I do to
I was
myself.
laughing a minute ago because when he said I could totally relate to, I always think of the one where you jump out of the car and then you go, Get it? That shit makes me laugh every time I see that shit.
That was a good question. That was a
That
fun
was a very
question.
good question. Thanks.
I'm not going where I thought I was going to go when she brought up the documentary. I was waiting for her to go, why weren't you guys
Yeah,
in
that's
it?
what I was
Yeah,
waiting for
it's
too. And I'm
also
like,
fair.
I
My
got one
name's
more
in it a
person.
few times. You can
Yeah,
see
I
my
saw
name on the
that.
front of the building, but other
not-
than that.
I'm not in it at all. Whatever.
Here's one maybe we
So
could.
mad the way I said it.
I know. It's a deeper
This
issue.
could be a good one to end on. Either way, this is from Harrison. This is the guy who wrote in about group sex, which is still one of the funniest fucking emails we've ever had.
Oh,
About him like watching Saw in the basement, like having group
Right.
sex,
That was
like
so
as a
fucking
kid or something. Like
Yeah.
that really. That was before
Didn't
the
he
I Am
already-
Carlos shit. That was the
Right.
same
That's
episode.
funny.
So anyway, I believe he's following up on that.
Okay.
So what's up, dudes? Again, so I wrote in about group sex, dope 626 Mazdas, and a bunch of really cool guy stuff. Formal apology here. I was quite intoxicated in what I call my dad chair, which is a big comfy chair in a drawing studio, and I hadn't written into a podcast before. Now I know why.
I don't think you understand, dude. That was a great story.
I
was
still
fun.
remember
I
that.
was dying when I was watching
So many questions.
So I'm in a dark room over a light table listening to a bunch of podcasts daily, and somehow my brain was like, hey, let's have some bourbon. Let's skip writing into Moshe and Natasha's podcast. Let's collab and talk Mazdas and unprompted first fucking stories with these buds. I couldn't watch the show for a couple weeks out of embarrassment. It was awful for me. my girlfriend watched my eyes widen when my last name was understandably butchered, and I got over it.
Oh, man.
that's funny.
Wow. Anyway, still want all three of you gentlemen to Kansas City. Additionally, Smooth Bully and I have the same birthday. And as far as the numerology goes, I was born 1/11/91 at
Wow.
9:11 a.m. and weighed 11 pounds.
Whoa.
Tell me what it means.
He's exactly 20 years younger than me.
That's my
By the
birthday,
way,
too.
it's his birthday, too. Did you guys know that?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Same day.
Same day. Hey, same hospital. Hey,
What?
came out of the same body.
Womb mates.
Roommates. You ever think there's been a pair of twins though that one comes out first and the other one comes out after midnight? Like one comes out at 11.
Yeah,
you hear that a lot.
What if that happened on New Year's Eve?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That'd be
different
so
birthdays,
annoying
different
for the
years.
parent.
Yeah.
Not only
I
they
was
have
born in
two,
70 and he was born in 71. Oh,
I feel like that happens more now though because of the
Yeah.
all the stuff they put in them. And
Yeah, twins weren't.
my
there
brother
wasn't
and
a
I
lot
are
of twins in
authentic
this-
twins. We didn't have to. There was no fertility stuff going
Right.
on. We just had twins.
Just
wasn't like
happened.
shooting it in there.
Right.
We were God's gift.
I don't know.
What,
No,
man?
I didn't know. I don't know what that meant. Is it shooting it in there? I
Yo,
don't
first of all, Harrison,
Twins.
do not be embarrassed
Yeah,
because
that
that
was great.
story
That was
was
great.
fucking awesome and it was very entertaining and we had a lot of fun with it and we want more of that shit.
Yeah,
and
we
I
need
love the
more.
fact that he was bringing a Mazda 6. This was my brother and I's first car.
Yeah.
That was my first car.
A Mazda 626, a
Yeah.
1987?
Something like that.
Like an 86
Yeah.
or an 87 Mazda 626.
It's so weird. How we
Awesome.
both said that as
Don't
our
be
first
embarrassed.
car.
And what is his last name that you can't figure out?
It was Wetland. Wendland.
Yeah, he
Wet-
Can you
Wetland.
see it up there? It's WEND.
Wendland.
WENDLANDT.
Wendland.
Harrison Wendland. I'm saying your name, Harrison Wendland. Let me know if that's wrong.
Harrison
And I
Wendland.
will fix it.
Sounds like a
All right?
British
But
actor.
yeah, keep talking to us, dude. You're great.
Yeah, these are hilarious. Keep writing in, Harrison.
Beautiful
That's it.
British
Appreciate
actor.
it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us here in a galaxy far, far away.
That was fun.
Thanks so much for
time.
my bro for coming in as a
Yeah.
stormtrooper and himself.
Putting the work in.
And thank you to his wife and my sister-in-law for this awesome gift and your mom.
Yep.
And this was a fun episode. This
Dave,
is-
do you want to like promote anything? Do you want people to like check out anything?
Yeah, I'm on. It's just my name on Instagram. I'm.
David Collings on
My
Instagram.
wife-
He's on mine. Go on mine. You'll find
Yeah,
him.
my wife's trying to help me with the TikTok.
Yeah, I'm
But
not- I love
there's this thing they do on TikTok with the shoe. Have you seen that? When
Yeah.
they throw the shoe and then boom, they're in the
They're
outfit.
in the outfit. You did that, yeah.
I did it. It's the very best one that's ever been done.
So we'll put that in
Ever
the app too, so
on
you can
TikTok.
see it.
Yep.
I
you
love
did
it.
Yeah.
Even though
Look-
it could tell you took you a while because the sun placement on the ground changed.
I was
but
thinking
whatever.
that. I saw that too. Remember?
Shadows
I go,
change.
Look
and
at
the
the
bushes
shadows.
change.
I saw it and didn't notice that. So. just
Well,
so
you don't
I
understand.
didn't
See, once
either.
the stormtrooper was on, two
Detective
sons.
Jason.
Two
did.
sons. That's that's right.
It's a
Once
great
you get
rebuttal.
a good job. All right. Thanks,
Two
guys.
sons.
A lot of fun. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
We are friends, digging each other.